How y'all doing? This is Red Cup Special. I'm your host, John Thorpe. Here goes another one of your hosts, Casanova, down here. And this is
Yo.
Tino.
Yo, yo.
We just three guys from the community. This show was born out of quarantine. We're going to be interviewing people. We're going to be drinking and talking about things that's going on in the community and the life. So I hope you enjoy. We have our first guest coming up. The first interview that we're ever gonna have, and we're gonna have it with Brian Chris. Brian, are you there? Yo, can you hear us?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Your internet
What's up, Brian?
looks a little breaky.
Ain't no tell. I done tried moving. How's it now? It's okay right now?
Can't see you.
Boy, you is doing a great job as a ventriloquist.
Hey,
Let me
sir.
try.
Sir.
Let me try this. Yeah. What's up, bro?
Sir.
What's up?
Hey, sir, are you swimming?
As soon as I get off of this, I'm gonna be.
Okay, we like the vibe. We caught you at a great time, huh? All right.
Let me get in here. All right.
So the first question. So you our first interview, you our first guest, and this is our first question.
Oh, it's
What
a privilege.
are
I
you
appreciate
drinking?
it. Right now, I'm doing something simple, a little Ciroc. That's all. It's my favorite drink. So just a little bit of that,
All right.
little ice. That's all I need.
Look at that.
What y'all? What y'all drinking on though?
I have right here. I have a fuzzy navel type of drink. I don't drink, so just for this show, I'm gonna be drinking with you guys. Bro, what you drinking?
Right now, I just got a little, 18.
Hey,
It's
so
the gold. I usually drink silver, but I just had this laying around, so don't worry. I'll be better prepared next week.
Right, that's a quality drink though.
I'm drinking Hennessy and pineapple juice or a little lemonade.
You drinking what, Taz?
Ooh,
Hennessy, pineapple juice, and lemonade.
he really going in.
Ted's been drinking out. He's already drunk.
Nah, I ain't drunk.
Hey, listen. Well, I guess today the name of this show should be Bottom Shelf Boys, because this is some bottom. Everybody drinking bottom shelf, so
Hey, like you said, I wasn't quite prepared, but next time I'll be better.
I do appreciate you for joining us, though, Brian. So I'm going to go ahead and start the conversation and start it in it. I see you out here at the pool. You having a good time. So tell me how your life's changed a little bit with COVID-19 and this quarantine.
Man, it's a little crazy. Thankfully, though, I was able to transition my job and work from home, so I didn't have to deal with, not having a paycheck. So I've been at home about a little over 3 months now. So, I got a little cabin fever, but, that's better than being unemployed. So I ain't complaining, kids running around, but it's all right.
Right.
So where you at, bro?
So what's the vibe that you got going on for right now? Is it okay if we call you? I know you.
Yeah. We can go whatever,
We go back. We go back. So, brother Dr. Newt.
Yeah. That's
the honorable.
That's cool.
But yeah. So how you feel with everything that's going on? As far as being in the house, are you cooped up in a situation?
Man.
Wanna be, or is it just like, does it feel like a jail setting? No disrespect for the jail, but
No, it doesn't feel like jail. It's cool because in all honesty, you get to spend a lot of time with your family you otherwise wouldn't be able to do because we always run around working, grinding. You know, we hardly at home. So being at home this much has actually been a little refreshing like I used to be, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind it. It's all right. Every now and then my son be in the room yelling, playing Fortnite, but other than that, we cool.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Where you at, Taz?
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm on the COVID-19. As far as this is my question right here.
Taz been drinking.
No,
He drunk.
no, I ain't drunk. What advice do you have for the people that ain't experienced the things you experienced during this COVID? You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you prepare yourself for it next time? What would you do different?
Mainly I focus like on my kids and people with kids, make sure they're washing their hands, make sure they're trying the distance. I know they're kids and they'll forget to do these things, but when we're out, I have to remind my youngest, you know, try to keep your distance, keep your mask on, you know, those type of things. Everything you can do personally to keep yourself safe. But I mean, nothing's 100%, but you want to try to take all the precautions you can. You know, I have to take care of my father, so when I go over there, you know, it's mask on, you know, keep my distance, try to help him out with what he need, and, you know, get out of there so that I'm not exposing him to anything. Because, you know, he got prior health conditions, COPD, heart issues. He doesn't
Hey,
so,
Brian,
you know, I just try to be mindful of all the things they want us to do. Oh, Lord.
Hey,
yeah,
Luke.
Let me see. What up?
Hey,
Y'all
bro said that they got some buckhorn internet out there.
I was trying to stay outside. I wasn't trying to go in the house, but
that man got
I have to.
He got his ZTE phone.
Hey, I can leave my internet alone, man. I think one of my neighbors stealing cable or internet or something. I swear, because I never had a problem with my stuff till like maybe a month ago. We had some new neighbors move in, and that's kind of iffy. So
somebody hacked into
it. Y'all let me know when it sound good. We maybe. How about right here? We good right here?
We doing better.
All right, cool.
But Dago, I do want to ask you another question. You said you got a son that's in high school, don't you? Getting ready for the basketball or the football season, right? How's that going with the COVID? Not just with the COVID, but with everything else that's going on. What happens if there's not a football or basketball season? What y'all gonna do then?
See, that's one of the hard questions. My son, he goes to Cummings High School. He's a rising senior. So, you know, we're into recruiting, all that, trying to get these offers. And if there's not a season, that's going to be a real rough thing to overcome. I mean, we got film from the first 3 years, but, you know, that senior year, that's a big year. So with football, they actually said at first we were supposed to be able to start July 6th, which would have been, this coming weekend, few days.
Yeah.
But he got a message yesterday that they're pushing it back to July 20th. So even with that, July 20th, you know, usually the first game is that first week of school. So that would give them, 3 weeks, not quite a month to prepare. So they've been doing their meetings and going over schemes over Zoom, but, you know, you can only do so much over there. You need to be out there. You need to be, you know, getting these reps in. So, you know, we've been training. We've been working out physically. He's ready. But, you know, they need those reps to really get prepared. So I'm hoping that we're able to do this. They have precautions. They got it set so when they start practice, they have to do temperature checks. They have to do a questionnaire every day. They have to do checks when they leave. And this is an everyday thing before they can practice and after practice. So hopefully that'll keep everybody safe. I know some colleges had some issues with a few players, you know, contracting the virus, but I'm hoping we don't have any of those cases around here.
That's what's up. So we was talking off air a little bit about some things that's going on in the community. Tell me a little bit about how you see all this going on. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Hey, I hate to interrupt you.
You good?
But just to piggyback off of what he just said, do you actually trust the system that your son is fully safe in the situation by you putting him out there for a senior year?
To be completely honest, if I had to gauge it, I'd say I'm about 85% comfortable. I think they're taking all the all the precautions that they can, but I don't think you could ever be 100% sure that like I'm definitely not worried at all that nothing's gonna happen. But I'm about as confident as I can be. Put it like that.
Do you have, God forbid, anything were to transpire? Do you have any precautions set in place to uh you know to proceed?
As far as if something were to happen to him or me or
Well,
would
all the above.
well, yeah, I preach this all the time, and a lot of our people don't do this, but I have plenty of life insurance, and not through my job, so that if anything were to happen to me, all three of my boys would be well taken care of. I got insurance on them also. I hope I don't have to worry about that, but yeah, we're all covered. But yeah, if something happened to me, they'll be good. And you know, I trust their moms that they would do the right thing and make sure they're good
Well,
if I was gone.
sir, we're not talking about you passing away, sir. I
Well,
mean, geez.
you didn't clarify. I was trying to make
You
sure.
just went to the extreme. I'm talking about perhaps being sick, coming down with perhaps
Well,
him having to be
if he
quarantined by himself, or
yeah, now
you being.
if he had to be quarantined, that would be kind of rough because I wouldn't like where would I send him? I couldn't really send him to his mom's or anywhere else like that. That would be kind of I haven't really thought about that. That'd be a rough one. Now if it were
Oh,
me,
get out of here.
I'd probably just go get myself, a hotel room for a couple of weeks or something, just to stay isolated from the family and still be able to send them whatever they need. But if it were him, I wouldn't necessarily want to put him in a hotel by himself for 2 weeks or whatever. Might come to that, but that'd be kind of a hard one if it were him.
That's what's up.
Good
That's what's up.
question though. So John, what were you asking me, John?
Oh, I'm gonna let Tez jump in here because he just been over here drinking and having a good time.
All right.
No, see, I'm on a whole different. I'm on a whole different level with my question.
Go ahead.
My question was this right here, man. I know you're a little older than I am. And me hanging with older guys. Me hanging with a lot of older guys. I hear they experience with the past and stuff. With your experience, how have times changed from now and then, as far as like society?
That's a real good question. I think now a lot of things that are going on nowadays that went on back then, a lot of things now are not as acceptable, which is partly good and partly bad. It's good in the fact that any kind of racism, bigotry, sexism, any of that stuff, people are speaking out now and saying things and getting things changed in a good way, and that's good. But I also believe that sometimes it can go a little too far with what people call the whole cancel culture. Like a person makes one mistake and we're ready to write them off for life, like fire them, get them off the air, get them out of here, kick them out of town. Like sometimes people just make a mistake. You gotta, I think you gotta look back at their past history. Was this a one-time slip up or is it a pattern of behavior? So, that if it goes too far, it can be bad. But as far as, and I also see like the youth and the younger generation, I just turned 40 this year, but the kids that are in their 20s, some even in their teens, are a lot more active and socially aware than we were. We knew stuff was going on, but we didn't get involved as early. So that's another good thing that I've seen. So, I mean, the future looks bright. If we can go as far as we can with my generation, when we get old and tired and ready to sit down, I think it's a lot of kids ready to pick up the movement and keep going and, progress it. So it's a good thing.
That's what's up.
Hey, we got our next interviewer waiting, so we're going to let you go ahead and go. I appreciate you for taking some time with us. I wish I could ask you more, but we had a lot of things going on with our first show. I appreciate it, brother.
Oh, I appreciate y'all having me on.
Man,
Y'all be blessed.
Appreciate you, man.
next time, let me know. I'll come back anytime. You know, y'all my people, so I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Black King.
All right.
All right.
So what's up? We got our next interviewer right here. We go way back. This is my boy PG. What's up, PG?
Nah, shit. What y'all boys doing?
Hey, listen. Hey, look, PG. I've been knowing you for several years. Oh,
Right.
Oh,
He a fail. He was sit down.
hey, my bad.
You fail,
Hey,
bro.
look. Sorry. I've been drinking. No, for real. Hey, PG. I've been knowing you for several years. Hey, I've been knowing you for several years, PG.
Right.
Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
But I don't know why they call you PG. Can you please tell everybody? I've been calling you PG and ain't know why I'm calling the man PG.
Hey, well, you know when John had the hatch and he used to break down a lot. John used to be like, "You the only person I know that can fix a car with Kool-Aid, duct tape, and a wire rack." So he always said, "You the only one I know from Pleasant Grove that can do that." So they always call me PG.
Tenfold. Makes a lot of sense.
God,
Ted's gone, ain't
yeah. Hey, we were waiting on bro. Taz had about 3 cups.
Nah, I ain't gone, man. Hey,
I said, wait.
I ain't gone. I'm here, man.
There you go.
I'm comfortable, man.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
So, first question. Really the second question, but first question. What are you drinking on?
Well, 18 right now.
Good. God, you a brother.
Damn.
What y'all drinking on?
Yo. Hey, there's some bottom stuff.
I got some Hennessy in mine, bro.
We bottom
those
shelf
over Ted's.
tonight.
Hey, see, look, that's it.
Hey, you know, that was what was left in the closet.
Yeah, see, I got some deli on over there, but I ain't trying to go to sleep right now. I'm gonna wait for that.
Hey, that's my drink of choice. That's my drink of choice.
Hey, that right there put me to sleep.
Hey, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. Hey, so with everything going on, we're not even gonna talk about COVID. We talked about that earlier. We weren't able to get into this Black Lives Matter question. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it jumping. I'm gonna ask a question, then I'm gonna go let Taz go ahead since bro had the first question, and then we just rotate that way. Is that cool?
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. So with everything going on with Black Lives Matter, you out there from the Sweet Gum area, from the country areas. I call it the Alamance County Extension out there in that Mebane area out there. That's where you from. So just tell me a little bit of how you feel about everything that's going on. When I say everything that's going on, I'm talking about as far as the Black Lives Matter movement that's really taking off right now.
Well, I mean, me being out here in the country though, it seems like it's only got the effect in town. You know what I mean? Like everybody out here still the same. Like we really don't have no problems out here. Everybody see everybody as family out here in the Grove.
That's because everybody know everybody.
Everybody know everybody, whether you white, black, Mexican, it don't matter what it is.
Right. You just feel the effects when you come to the city.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Okay. On you, Terry. Terry sleep. Terry's ready to fight. He on Henderson. He's ready to fight somebody right now.
What? Go ahead, Ian. I'll let Ian.
No, you the second question.
I'll let bro go ahead.
We done already asked 2 questions.
He hasn't
So,
asked me a question.
He asked the
so
white collar PG.
let me
That's the
get
intro.
down.
That's the intro.
Oh,
Let me get down to the nitty gritty. Brother PG,
Go ahead.
there's a lot of racism going on in this day and time.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure there's different levels of racism. For example, me personally, I like to apologize to the Korean and the Chinese people myself for saying that they all look alike. You know,
Right. Right.
so and I think that's racist on my part too, and that's showing growth. You feel what I'm saying? Have
Right.
you ever had a racist thought right now, uh, to just confess and say, you know what, I'm gonna do better?
Um.
I mean,
Well, you every day, you know what I'm saying. You think of something like, damn, you be like, damn, that's some white people shit, or damn, you know what I'm saying. I mean, but you try to do better. You know what I'm saying? You try to do better. Yeah, I mean, everybody does. Everybody does. But it ain't no intentional thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't intentionally, but it's just, we all human.
so like I said, some and not to justify, but sometimes different races don't know that they may be offending other races. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
you
And
say
so it's just the time to say, hey, listen, like you calling me certain names out of my original name, that's offensive to me. Because maybe
Yeah.
they don't know. So once you
Right.
put it out there, hey, I'm offended, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to do better and go from there.
Oh yeah. That's what it's gonna boil down to. We all gonna have to come together as one, rather than being segregated. Because pretty much that's almost how it is now.
Hey man, PG.
Yo,
For these past few months, man, from January to July, man, what time do you say is the hardest month we done dealt with, as far as everything going on in the world?
well, yeah,
You know, we got COVID. You know what I'm saying? We got
yeah,
protesting going on. You know, of course, we got cops killing blacks. You know,
but
everything hitting
yeah.
home. You know what I'm
let's
saying?
talk about let's talk I want to answer that question real quick. Okay. The hardest month for me was in February when Kobe died. Now I could deal with the racism. I've been dealing with that all my life. I can
Right.
deal with being in the house, but not being able to watch Kobe. I don't know. Go ahead, PG.
I mean, I watched LeBron kill Kobe for years, though. You know, so I mean, it is.
Kobe.
Huh?
You watch LeBron do what to Kobe?
Kill Kobe on the court, man. So it is a tough feeling seeing that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It is a tough. It is a tough.
Edit that out.
It is a tough feeling seeing that, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I'm gonna say as soon as this COVID-19 hit, because I mean, really, man, shit, for a lot of people, it's to change the whole lot. People don't even know how to act no more. They didn't go on crazy. Like they act like the world done come to an end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
What you got there,
You
brother?
see people,
What you got there,
people
brother?
fighting in the stores over toilet paper.
PG, I hate to cut you off, but Tez, that was very disrespectful what you said, Tez. Very
What you mean disrespectful?
very disrespectful.
Why you say that?
Oh, very
Okay.
very disrespectful.
That boy have a lot of water on the floor. I guess he cleaning it up.
Well,
How many teams he play for?
Huh?
How many teams he play for? You should have about 10 jerseys over there.
Man, the most important thing, he played for the USA team. He brought a gold medal to the USA.
Yeah, you're right. Kobe did win one of those.
Listen. Hey, look. Check this out. Hey, look. Speaking of USA, what is everybody plans for the 4th, man? Hey, we're gonna start off with John. John, what's the plan for the 4th?
I'm cooking out. I got some chicken marinating right now. I'm gonna throw some stuff on the grill, man. I got some cheeseburgers and I got some hamburgers and hot dogs in the refrigerator. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. What about you? What about you, Tez?
man, I ain't doing too much. I'm gonna chill. I'm off work. Shit, I'm relaxed. Probably come to your house, get a hamburger or something.
It's available. What about you, PG?
Well, you know me. I'm the black redneck out of the group. So I gotta go boom, baby. I'm going boom.
You know they illegal in North Carolina, don't you?
Hey, I'm going boom, baby.
Hey, listen. On a serious note, our conversation that me and PG had prior about his racist statement, he just did it. I'm going redneck. Boom. I mean, my God.
I am. I mean, hey.
I mean, my God.
I do all that though. You know, I like the outdoors, the fishing, the hunting. I do all that. Hey, I'm going boom, baby. I'm going boom, baby. Boom.
All right. Well, look, I gotta wrap this up. I appreciate you for joining us, PG. I appreciate having my co-hosts here, Casanova and Tino. I hope you enjoyed our little show. Next time we'll try to do better. All right, y'all have a wonderful evening. Hey, and the last message we want to send out, this is a serious note. Wherever you are, when you go somewhere, put on a mask. We really want to go ahead and get this COVID out of here. All right, man, I appreciate everybody.